Matthew 6, verses 7 and 8. And when you pray, do not heap up empty phrases as the Gentiles do, for they think that they will be heard for their many words. Do not be like them, for your Father knows what you need before you ask him. Your Father knows what you need before you ask him. He always knows what we need before we ask him. He knew us before the creation of the world. He knows our situation. He knows before we do that there's going to be a problem, and he has an answer in place. We need not to trust in our own understanding, but we need to come before him, not as a last line of defense, but as a first resort. Trust lean not on our own understanding. God knows our situation. There's a situation I'm going through at the moment that I'm realizing God had an answer in place 7 or 8 years before I knew there was a problem. God had an answer. During this period of COVID-19, we're in difficult times. We're isolated, we're cut off. But God knew I needed the food bank. God knew that I needed to be part of the King's Storehouse, not just for reasons of service, but for my mental health. God knew there was a problem 7 years ago, and I've had to ask him, Lord, what are you doing? I've had to ask him for the answer, and he has provided. He's shown me the way ahead. He's keeping me busy. He's keeping me in his will. He's using me in new and powerful ways. Trust in the Lord. He knows our needs before we ask. He has an answer in place, but he won't just drop it into our lap. We have to ask him, Lord, what are you doing? What's going on? What is your solution to this problem? I can't do it myself. Because often we can't do it ourselves, and we're not supposed to do it ourselves. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. Turn our eyes to hills from where comes our help. God is our help. He is our strong tower. He is our provider. He is our everything.